Welcome to the Moms Read podcast. I'm Mckenzie.
And I'm Kaylee, and we have a very special guest, Jess, and she is the author of the Average Gents series. Do you want to say a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm right as J.S. Wood, and I write contemporary romance. My shtick is to write nice guy romance, which puts them in a little bit of a better light. And as of, I think it's next week, I've been doing this for 8 years. So
Nice.
I've been around for a minute. But yeah, and then I think we just published my 27th book. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure.
Have you always wanted to be a writer?
It's kind of like always been in the background, right? It's like I've done like creative writing and I did like fan fiction and that kind of stuff. And then I like took a big break when I was a teen, you know, how you go through your teen and you're like, that's not cool, you know? And then I just got back into it. Like after I got pregnant with my first kid, I was like, oh, this is like kind of coming back to me now. Like the urge came back. But it took a few years from that point to like actually going, oh, I'm going to publish a book. Like, I'm actually going to do this for real. But then haven't looked back since. So
awesome.
Gosh, 27 books. How do you come up with all the ideas for these different books?
You know, they come at me rapid fire a lot of times. And I'm like, oh, how am I going to write all these stories? Because like I have a backlog of, stories I want to write right now. And I'm like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to have the time to write this one and this one and this one, you know? And I'll start one and it'll be like, oh, it's just going to be a standalone. Like, it's just one thing and I'll just like let it do its thing. And then there's that pesky little side character. I'm like, oh, you're fun. I think you'd be, and then you go and it's just like branches off into this whole thing, which is how this series came about. And I was like, oh, it's the whole thing. Okay.
It's the whole thing.
We're going to go with that, I guess.
Interconnected series are my favorite because I love like revisiting the old characters and then like I'm like, oh, I want to see how this ends for this person. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of annoyed that like I didn't find you until like I read the 6th book and I was like, okay, I would have liked to know and I can go back now, but I was like, okay, I can see all the little friend groups now and I was like, that makes sense.
It's definitely fun to see everybody's like, oh, this is the 6th book. Like people are starting to like find me and I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. Like, sorry, I tried to get it out there earlier, but
yeah.
But it's fun to watch. People are like, oh, I love, I'm going to go back and read it all. And that's really fun.
Okay. So if you're talking to someone who has never read one of your books, where do you recommend that they start?
I would probably start with the first in this series, which is Off the Grid. It's kind of a light, fun read. I think it would be, for an average reader, I think it would feel like a quick read.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, there's not like too much depth or like trauma or anything in that one. It's like very like, okay, they meet, they fall in love, they have their issues, and then they like, you kind of figure it out. But that one's really fun because it's single mom and she has like an 8-year-old. And I loved doing that because at the time I wrote it, I had an 8-year-old. And I like stole my daughter's jokes and put them in there because I was just like, that was funny. I'm making her say that. Like, that's hilarious. So it's like, it's a good introduction to my writing, I think, and like the style I write in. And then people just kind of like ease themselves into like the rest of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I currently have an 8-year-old, so I have to read that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so we probably should have done this earlier. We like to do all of our podcasts with like our recent reads. So what was like the most recent 5-star read that you have read?
Ooh. I have to think of the title, but it's a book by Lulu Moore.
Okay.
And she did like it's a family that's in the English countryside and they're like dukes and lords and stuff.
Oh, I love that.
And it is like the sweetest, but it's like spicy romance. And it's like a fake marriage one was the last one. I can't remember the title for some reason. It's like, I think it's called Foxley Park, but I'm not totally positive. That one it was just so good. And it was easy to read, but it had like that, like the push and pull of they kind of hate each other, but they don't really hate each other.
Anything fake dating or fake marriage or anything like that, I'm sad immediately. I'm here for it.
Do you have time to read when you're writing? Or do you kind of like steer clear?
Pretty sparse. It's pretty sparse. I try really hard because I like to stay in that world, and it's really good for your brain to keep reading as a writer because you like to see the new styles and see how people do it and all that. But yeah, it's hard when you're actively writing a book. My brain goes, don't read because you could be writing, your own thing.
Yeah.
Which is not like a burden necessarily. I'm not saying that like, oh, I should be writing. Like, it's more like, I want to be writing right now.
Yeah.
But I have kids. So if I sit down and write, they're like, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so who is your favorite authors or some authors that have inspired you?
One of my favorites is an author called Ella Mays, who's not super well known, but her books are like, they're like reading a cozy 90s rom-com. Like, that is what it is.
Love.
It's like, you want to read something like You've Got Mail or something, like
I
her
love.
are right there. And she takes her time writing each story really, really well. Like, I think the one she's been working on has been like 2 years, which is not the average for a romance writer in this
Yeah.
day and age. But I love that she does that and allows herself that time to grow in that book because they turn out so amazing. Like, she has a way of writing that's just really, really like grips you and you're like there in the moment. So she's probably my favorite author. Inspiring me, I like Nora Roberts occasionally.
Yeah.
But I'm such an off the wall person. Like, I'll just pick up something random and be like, oh, that was so good. Like, it just like
Yeah.
so good. Or
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have like anybody specific, I guess, that
Yeah.
I inspire me necessarily, but some writing is just, good enough that I'm just like, oh, that's just like made me feel
Yeah.
good, you know?
Yeah.
No, we love that. Okay, so why did you choose to build a series around average guys, and what does an average gent mean to you?
So this came to me in the height of, and no shame at all, because I like these two, but Billionaire Romance was the biggest thing. It was these guys who had everything and they just wanted the girl or whatever. And I love those books, but I was like, let's flip it on its head. Let's make them someone who's broke, someone who's just trying to get by in life. And I think the third book is like the guy literally is like can't make his rent. Like, he's struggling really hard, can't get a job, all that stuff. And I thought that was really fun because that's very real.
Yeah.
Like, in our world, like, it's most people are struggling, they're not billionaires.
Right.
But we're just trying to like make life good, in the parts we can. So I liked the idea of finding the happiness in the average instead of it being like, oh, if only a billionaire would come in and solve all my problems. Which,
it's more realistic.
Yeah, exactly. It's more real and just kind of, yeah, I don't know. And the average gents, I think I wanted to write books that I'd be cool with my daughter reading when she's a teenager.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of books where it's like, oh, like, you might think that's okay, but that's not okay. You know what I mean? So
Right. Like,
I was like,
this
I
is
want her
not
to be
someone you
able
should
to.
be with.
Yes, I want green flags for the most part, not
Yes.
all red flags.
Right.
But yeah, I wanted to be, okay, you're cool to start reading this when you're like 17. Like, I feel comfortable with you reading this kind of relationship and seeing how that draws out and plays out. So that's probably where that really stemmed from with like the whole nice guy romance. It's like, yeah, we need good guys. Like, we need good guys.
I love realistic guy romance. Like,
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that. Like, there's all these like shadow daddies and all these billionaires
Which
and all of that
their
is
place,
yeah, they're great, but like it's
yeah.
nice to read someone like The Man I Married, like
exactly.
so it's always fun. Where did the idea for All This Time come from? And like, was there a specific moment or character that sparked that story?
So this is really interesting. The original storyline I had for Garrett's character was so different from where we ended up. Like, he was gonna have a second chance with a news anchor that used to be like his wife. Like, that was the original story, which I still think someone might need that story somewhere,
Right.
But I was like, oh, that's so good. And then as the series was written and he was kind of that background character, I was like, that's not what it is. It's something different. It actually took me 2 years to get his done.
Wow.
Because I was like, there's no way that I can just like spit all of this out, because he had a lot of background stuff and childhood stuff, and I was like, that's big, you know? And Molly was not originally his love interest, obviously, but she wasn't even supposed to be a main character in the series until she made an appearance in book 2, and then she never left. And I was like, oh, okay, you're in this now.
Yeah.
And then they started doing their little bantering in the background, and I'm like, oh, this is something here. Actually, I
They
have a
wrote
friend point that
themselves.
out
They
to
were
me.
like, no, we're having a moment.
Yeah, my friend pointed out, she's like, so they're gonna, and I was like,
Oh,
they're gonna, okay, that makes sense. It really was, it took a while for me to get that. I was like, oh, that's what I've been working toward this whole time, is those two are gonna, you know, have a relationship. So
Yeah.
it definitely, there wasn't any one moment where I was particularly like, oh, this is, you know, where we're leading up to, and I was doing it totally unintentionally, which is kind of funny. But yeah, his story, I kind of hint at his issues throughout the books. So I knew that part was always going to be there, but I never knew who he was going to end up with until I got to probably the 5th book, and I was like, okay, so now that I know that this is going to happen, I need to start adding that in, you know?
So was this book a part, like, whenever you set out to write The Average Gents with, like, the whole series, was this book, since you kind of, like, didn't think about Garrett and Molly, like, was this book originally part of, like, what you wanted to do with it?
Yeah, well, his story was always going to be written, for sure. I just didn't know who he was going to end up with. It was like, oh, I'm going to write this series, and it actually, funny enough, was going to be the last 5 books of the series were going to be the only 5, and then I added in the first one before, because I just like came up with this idea, and I'm like, oh, he's going to be a part of this, you know? And then that's why he never like lived in the city. He's one of the friends that's like, oh, he's in town right now, you know? And then, but yeah, I knew Garrett was going to be a part of it. I had no idea what his story was going to be. And that happens to me a lot. I'll start a series and I'll be like, I know they're going to have something, but I just don't know what they're going to have.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
So was he your hardest character to write out of all of them? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. He took his time. He was going to be book 5, and then I had to switch him and the other guy, because I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that.
He needs more time.
So which book was your favorite to write out of all of them?
That's so hard. They were all fun. They were all a lot of fun. His was probably my most challenging, which might have been the most fun, because I really had to think on how to lay out his story and make it not so traumatic that people are like, oh my gosh, this is like, I can't even read this, you know, but make it enough that it's like, oh, okay, so that's kind of why he was being that way or behaving that way. So his was really fun to write. And like I said, it was challenging, but I think that was why it was more fun. In a way. Yeah.
So with that, kind of along the same lines, like, what's your favorite trope to write?
Oh, I want to say enemies to lovers, but friends to lovers just like gets me every time.
Every time. Is there a trope that you will like never write? Or a trope that you just like do not enjoy writing?
Gives you the ick.
I don't know. I haven't really thought of that too much. I'm pretty much open to anything as long as it's not incest. That's about as far as I as long as there's nothing weird going on.
Honestly, I'm so thankful for that.
We thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just doing you a service.
Doing the Lord's work. Yes. Oh my
Sadly.
gosh, that's so good.
Okay, so do you have a favorite average gent that you have to choose one? Which one would you choose?
I'd probably choose Graham, which is the first book.
Okay. The one you weren't even going to write.
I know. Yeah, he kind of has a lot of my like husband's mannerisms. So I think he kind of like has a special place in my heart. Yeah.
So kind of going off of like your readers and your audience, was there a character that surprised you that people kind of latched onto that you didn't expect them to like?
It's kind of funny to see the feedback for Garrett, actually, because everyone says the same thing. I hated him. And then I loved him so much. So that seems to be everybody's favorite right now, because he's new too. So everybody's talking about him. But they definitely are like, Oh man, I really didn't like him at first. Like it took a minute, and then it's like there's a switch, and they're like, but then he turned out so
Yeah.
great, you know. Everybody loves Derek, who's book 5 guy, and he is the ultimate golden retriever. Will do anything for anyone, make anybody happy. Like that is just
I
who
got
he
that
is.
vibe from the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's a favorite for a lot of people 'cause he's just like that
Yeah.
ultimate nice guy. Like you know, you'd want to be his best friend if you were not romantically like interested. Like you want to be his friend. So he's the favorite too.
I guess something's wrong with me because I liked Garrett from the beginning.
Yeah,
I
but
was
I mean,
like,
we
I
didn't.
loved me a broody guy. Love
Yeah.
it.
I was like, oh, he's being mean to her for a reason. It's fine.
Right. You knew that something was coming. You're like,
grumpy. We love somebody who's just like super grumpy, but like a
Yes.
cinnamon roll on the inside.
I was
Like
about to say they're
ultra cinnamon roll on the
ogres.
inside.
They have layers. Like love that.
Yes, they have layers. Exactly.
Onions. Okay, so talking about writing and reading, what is your favorite romance to write versus like your favorite romance to read?
Like, you mean like tropes or just
Yeah, or like contemporary rom-coms or just like the Grumpy Sunshine.
I love a Grumpy Sunshine. That's really fun. I did like the reverse of that, the Black Cat, a while ago.
Oh, yes.
That was really fun because she's, and that's me. A lot of times, like, I'm kind of the grump. My husband's like my
Literally
husband's the
same.
golden retriever. And I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm kind of grumpy. So that was fun to do. I would say that's probably one of my favorites to write is when the woman's like, I'm grumpy, you're driving me nuts, you know, and he's like, oh, you're fine. We're going to be best friends and whatever.
That's very realistic for, I think, both of us.
We both married golden retrievers. Yes.
Same.
We are black cats all the way through.
I know. I say that. Well, if we do signings, I take my husband because I'm like, you have to come. Like, you have to talk to all these people.
When we go to book events, I take my husband and he literally passes out our cards and we're like,
see?
Hey.
That's my husband too. Like he's never read any of my books because he's just not a reader.
Yeah.
But he'll go, oh, you should try this. Oh, you should try it. I'm like, you don't even know what it is.
Neither one of our husbands have read anything since high school, but like at the book events and stuff, they're like, oh, you should listen to this podcast. Oh, you should listen to this podcast.
You love books.
That's what we need them for, though.
Right. There are personalities, is what I call them. He's my personality. There you go.
I love that. I'm going to use that for sure.
Yeah,
literally. Okay, so you wrote a ton. What is your favorite part of the writing process? Like when you get into a series?
Oh, the first like 25%. That's my favorite because that is where we like build on who we are and like tell people what's going to happen. And then I get to the middle and I'm like, oh, we need to reevaluate, like figure out how we're going to end this. But the first 25% is so much fun because it's a fresh idea. It's a new book. It's just like starting a new book, like reading one. You're like, oh, it's fun. It's a new, fresh book, like a new story, new characters. So that's definitely my favorite part, like by far.
Are you a planner or are you like I'm writing, sitting down and it just like came to me?
It really depends. I get yelled at by friends because I'm like, oh, I started a book and I'm 10K in. And they're like, and did you plot it? And I'm like, yeah, well,
no,
kind of.
In my head,
I know exactly what I want to do. Does that count? You know? So a lot of times I'll write like the first half of a book.
And then that.
And then I will like go back in and like figure out the second half. That's like, I do both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could go back and experience any of your books for the first time as a reader, which one would you choose?
That's a good question. I might go back and do my book called The Coach.
Okay.
Which is a hockey romance that I wrote.
Love a hockey romance. Okay.
And he's the coach and she is his player's sister.
Ooh.
So, and it's an age gap, but she's like 23 and he's like 39. So it's not like, you know,
it's not weird age gap. Yeah.
But yeah, that one is super fun. I like randomly put that idea on TikTok one time, like 5 years ago or something, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, you need to write it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to kill off any parents. I'm not going to make it traumatic. I'm not going to make it toxic. I'm just going to make it really fun and nice. And like the most drama will come from like her brother doesn't know and like he finds out. It's like drama. But yeah, that one was fun. It was definitely my spiciest book, but it just like the trope called for it. It's like, okay, one night stand start, and then he sees her in the stands wearing a jersey of one of his players, and he's like, what the heck is this? You know? It was a fun book to write, for sure.
Okay. I'm here for hockey. I'm so here for hockey.
That sounds good.
I like hockey.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of this or that, like rapid fire.
Okay.
And you could answer these as a writer or a reader. So I guess whichever one you're vibing with more.
Good.
Okay, so cowboys or billionaires?
Cowboys.
Y'all, yes.
He falls first or she falls first?
He falls first, for sure.
Always.
Okay, second chance or enemies to lovers?
Enemies to lovers.
Every time.
Okay, small town or big city?
Small town.
Protective or possessive?
Protective.
Golden retriever or grumpy?
That one's hard.
Why choose?
Yeah, exactly. Can I be probably golden retriever.
Okay.
Single dad or single mom?
Single dad's fun.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Forced proximity or fake dating?
I think fake dating. I like fake dating.
Always fake dating.
Okay, any of your characters that you'd actually marry?
Oh, all of them, probably. There's not a bad one in the bunch.
Yeah.
That's true.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Character you're most protective of?
Oh, probably Derek, and then you happened. He's just a sweet, like heart. Like you can't say bad things about him.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Okay, most underrated character.
That's a good question. Probably Archer from Making the Cut, which is the third book in this series.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely underrated.
Okay.
Most
chaotic character.
Oh, that's Derek.
Okay, I need to go back a book. I need to read Derek's story.
And that's a single mom one too, so it's got that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sat for a single parent trope anytime.
Oh, same.
I love it.
It's our favorite.
It is.
It's good.
Okay, so before we kind of wrap up, what is next for you? We just saw that you have started this new series, On the Fence.
On the Fence.
Can you give us a little bit about that?
Okay, so this is technically the third time I've published this. We've had some ups and downs with this book in the series, but this one is going to be it, I hope. Hopefully. But yeah, I wrote it a while ago. It's really fun. It's kind of got like Yellowstone vibes, so there's a little suspense in each of the books.
Okay.
But what's fun about it is like I grew up training horses. Like that was my whole life. My dad still does it. And so I got to add like our discipline into that. So I have the knowledge of it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to write it, and it's not going to be, probably anything anyone's ever read, because it's not like the most popular discipline in the cowboy romance world, but it was fun to write. It's a second chance romance for them. And she's very like apprehensive, but she needs his help because he's a horse trainer with her horse. So she has to come and get help from him. And it's really fun. He has, anxiety. So there's anxiety rep, and they both are trying to figure out, like, could this actually come back to being what it was before? Because they're childhood sweethearts. So, she's trying to decide if she can trust him, and he's like, oh, this is my second chance. Like, I'm gonna take this chance I've got. So it's really fun. I'm really excited about it. And we got the new gorgeous covers that I'm obsessed over.
It was really pretty.
So,
and when does that one come out?
This one comes out September 4th.
Okay.
And then it's kind of like every couple months, the next 4 books after that come out pretty quickly. So
was the whole series something that was the whole series what you've already written and it's being republished? Okay.
Yeah. So I was with a publisher and it didn't work out. So we went separate ways, and now I'm doing it on my own. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've heard sometimes that's better. Anyways, you get to do what you want.
It can be, for sure. Yeah, it can be. So I'm really excited about it. I think the new direction of the covers and everything, everybody's going to love. So I think it's going to be really fun.
I'm excited for it. I love cowboys. So
I love
Yeehaw,
right?
not love cowboy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
It was fun. Maybe we'll have to get you back on after your cowboy series.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, if you haven't checked out All This Time yet, yes, it is number 6, but the series average is, yes, you will not regret it. It's so good.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye.